Ndambo ndotanza mambo ndenza na Burna Boy mamuro ngembama isiribo.
Ayo ndiyakatanga ndivura mbama. Ndiyakatanga mbama.
Nasa neta interview yangu isina 1 hour yangu isina maskanda isina kufuzeredza.
Industry. Ndiyakato richa mbama tatipa white party ya mfana daleza ita ma white parties, famous white parties. Aka team yanga riri kunifana Geneva ngato because you know it used to be that premium party.
Isus na Nadia. We have Buffalo so jalo kuti poma viewers. But lokoti pa viewers.
Anafantani na mwana vagara industry, they need to do my workshops. Exactly. That's for real. Because isu tichitanga industry guy tilima matisa takatanga na time anoputika anobva kusiya mwachingo sumuka obva kusiya. So we need to do my workshop nekueducate vapfana kuti chamarika this is your team. Uindi manager wako row yake ndi row yake ndi uindi DJ wako you are on a band, so your DJ is your band member. Saka no traveler, you need to travel with your band member.
Yes. When Casper and them did it, when anybody else was doing it did it, you don't do anything which you don't the final go 100% which is that, but you will market it to the level. If I had found the funds that I needed to DT National Sports Stadium, I was going to start strategizing. The thing is, announce. They don't strategize. Okay, just a soccer match here. We saw Scotland. They need to Hinjam. That's what Hinjam don't mean about that manager. We should 30 minutes. Wow, that bad enough 10. That's the show. My life game. Man. Tapina marketing mode. Kasaka marketing mode unoza ndi kuti unosimbiza ndi wakapenga privacy.
Ndizo.
Satine new song that's coming out. Pana chachema. Ndizwa pana chachema.
Sari kubuda ne visual yakati mudango.
Yeah, we drop the visual msona. Sona ninga online platforms everywhere chini chakuto pisa.
Woyo wagwan people. Makadi muri Zimbabwe. Right. Mfaro andina ona as guys ga. One. Anyway, my name is DJ Sparks. Kajingiri first time go shika pana boss no subscriber. Gara subscribe go to support kwe my latest, support kwe na information that nena ya Panama. Ndane time yakakura singaite ndichisangana na Buffalo SoulJah but share mkana ndimbogana nawo pasi timbokurukure timbonzwe industry kuti ifambisa sei toita sei chini zvipi zvatingaite kuti tiende kumberi uye zvakabva kupi inspiration yakabva kupi level awari izvezvizvi wakazvigona sei makolab wainawo wakama negotiate sei zvakawanda zvatokwanisa kudzidza especially kwachingori artist uchitiona uchitinzwa panapa uchiona ma generals akaita sana na Buffalo SoulJah ari panapa unofana kuti unyatsoteerere kuti zvikubatsire. But in the building we have DJ Fantan. Big up yourself DJ Fantan. So guys sata wanza kutaura get koketedze guest mchirongo big buff Ndekuno. Mukita say Big Buff.
Yo, Sparks.
Big Buff interview mamjini for a long time.
Sparks interview a long time.
Guys, na South Africa got 2. Ndisanga na Buff but anamvera mundipa interview.
Dabas na Fanta na zo driver da hande go.
Ndatonetsa futhi.
Ngoyigodi tizao. But yeah man.
Pa 3 times amaya ku Zimbabwe apa.
Yes.
Pesa tachipesana kuti tite interview.
Yeah, I know.
Because I think maybe interview kuti ine zvachachinja my life emageto youths ine zvachachinja mu industry medu because chishuro chedu ndechekuti industry yedu ite se ikure ende kumberi but for the sake Buff yawangwana wapfanawo maybe watanga kuona panapa because panapa ndo believe kuti ndimwe team ku China anana anongwachona mu podcast ino
nema aliens
chichisa yakona ngamanje ka vasina mvera mbosangana nechini ne biography yako to yatsoneka background anombonzi Buffalo SoulJah and just a short background I know tona chinja nokusei.
Buffalo SoulJah is a youth from Fako City. I was born and bred in Blawayo. My parents are separate. Kuna moms.
Okay.
So I think moms when I was like months, I think few months.
Okay.
In Fako City, I'm moms.
Alright.
Takatango machuni chipusho back in the days. Time na mighty sounds. Kuna na baluba. kwachipushwa nemasound kuti ngoito DJ ndere ndere but isaita tiri vanhu veswag
okay
saizo zviti marasta salad because tangunzi muita dance but muiti mune hip hop mune zve hip hop saka mimi muri papo because time zirengere mayawe
Bero wa dansa na
mayawe madzuva timrere makona mufure video chingonzi runzo saka tangu so basically that's where it started chingopusha
but kudini kwangu riboka mdara imi pateni penyu zvazviri boka
tati pombe rangofanana usati muhudi muna mwana ngari nani wanga you understand but it's just that kumufombi saka mumzo hasala she used to do tengeza zvingine vachidai but atipa takatanga chigaro nakogaza ngani udeni kumaganda ndizimba almost 2 mumzo nganemba kumagandanga unampaya then tagara kuna mshuma so it was not that bad. It was okay, went to school properly kana mutinokura mfana ngadza pagwinyiro and then tikazoenda high 3 tikazoenda high 1 and everything was not that bad but I think advantage yengu kuti tatine ma cousins one ma sister nanga ari ku Europe boys ni sister nanga ngari ku South Africa sanda iswaga
ora hii
yeah anda iswaga azokutsuka nyimbo na unyepa nchibaiza anda iswaga wangu ndaitumira ma sister yatumira ma end one ma ana ne
swaga saka masini sanye smart makaitanga mshangodo na guvu
bada yotakira umso
right so inspiration ekurwa mangoma ekabva kupi bafu because kuje
chuni manji machuni nzanga tatataura zvidi ma sounds yana kumfombe tine ma sound ndine African sound ana mighty sounds so kwaigara chingoti kwa clash you see there so era one ma class when we still through high school tango indo ngweza kuparticipate ngoroka chi there's a song anakaita nonzi shungu I spoke about a part where I say I used to record my double tape recording yeah JVC kana swene ngene double take utowesa microphone uchirekoda une beat ngongena
okay
rhythm wesa kusaido sasa sangutanga chambo ndo tona sombe no wezwa na jabi nikuma yanzi jigwi fantine ba kuna unzi mtown man ngere kuningini
there's Tropicana KFC
before Tropicana taenda kuni mwenzi kwa Agan Center Agan Center so taingwe ndo ma sound uchingo ndo ungu
but buff you power this wakatanga kumangoma nditwe ndani
chamani ndi munhu mombe
bozo kuzanye ba sound ya ukutaura kana babawa ukutaura inda yangu ndekunzwa
mene kuzima nakatanga kundipa break ni Ras Trevor taenda kuma live waenze yangeri pa live wawe papa ni ma talent show na Ras Trevor ba live band taenda ikoko trivo kumfumbo ngobudo mfumbo ngubaya chiwiki angane band recreations pa Ras Jabu samengu ya baba every Wednesday mo you showcase yourself. It was a live band set up and then you come and play, so you prepare yourself, write my music was showcase. It was a long time.
Montana tour.
It was saga takazunguti we papo would go there and then that's when we started. That was a long time ago. It's good, but I think
koko muno mama kuti ma studio hapo.
First recording yangu was Tendam Fruit, high density.
Didn't know.
I recorded on analog.
Bafu.
First recorded. So Ras Trevor gave me the break. He perform my live show. It's just we performing artists before we studio artists.
All right.
You understand? And then you have a lot of studio artists that have to practice to be.
Okay. So now, man, mangani bafu.
Magura I was going to tell you.
I'm not going to go back to the baba.
But to be honest, I'm over 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
But mukuti kama grapes because mukazoti
it's just tungo to healthy nginje zo brand kubviro. Plus my jeans I should ngora tungo ri skinny man and thing.
Right.
We stay on track tungo ngini maintain.
All right.
When time gives, but you just need to take I mean something that we're going to talk about the youth the same things you don't need to take, you understand.
All right.
And this movie also fun also consumer.
I think baba I do the topic wombe.
Yeah.
I think inyanza ona nemari because isusu tisina mari mageto idzi baba kuti mboti masidi tikumaziya but kuti mbosiye cherry yabudikira. satozongoti but mageto tofana kukurudzira
takamboita convo unoziva last time kunzima kuti
zvinhu zvaunodya zviri important especially kune mavano performer but
there's also one thing that keeps you young. It's not about utanzo waondera ndo simba. It's about you can tell a young look. He looks young and he stays young. Music keeps you young.
All right.
Yeah. In any way you go, that's why we're gonna Fare. Okay. Besides we don't know nigga. Fare we're gonna Dr. Dre. We're gonna Jay-Z. We're gonna Snoop or so. But there's no put on a Snoop wangu. Zakawanda. But okay, my genes I guess we understand. But music does keep you young. I always say that to so many people, it's
all right. My recordings kujoza makazoita sebozi. I think pamakatanga kuzozopisa kumamato South African.
Yeah. When I saw pakatiri kumfombeka, takamba form a group and intelligent rockers cooks and RC. Saka neti mrango na imba na Diva Soul na Jondo. We tried kupusha kutiru side no, but the problem is ndio jita masala ni pakunyanya kuti tengoda na machingomba chirungu je.
All right.
Saka taibiva kana iri hip hop, it must be sang in English.
All right.
If it's R&B, it must be sang in that.
Sando zvakaita chinhu
kana takuimba tofana kuimba traditional music chona. Saka taiopose baba manje not. Even pakama Eben Goose you that I don't diss out unafana uimba R&B music nation amangoda taito we were against movement so parata urira so takaridzwa na petame na tsitsivera takaridzwa so pane Wednesday show yaidza so we showcase a local artist or local song whatever uiswa ni kumwe kwa Peter Jones premium Fridays I wrote takaisa song edika mbodire baba but the thing is but the song ends the reputation you get if you from Fagos ngeri hip hop dance or type song.
Okay,
so why took out his time here even after 2 months people would tell you hapana song yambo lizo na mafana muno mso local because there was not a lot of local music being played on radio at that time.
Okay,
you know what I mean, like on a radio.
Alright,
and so forth, yeah.
Asimdara inini hangu I know the magenda interviews akawanda ede zvamakaita about life yenyu nachinji takaona ma interviews akawanda about him. What yangu nini ihombe nde music yedu.
Yes.
Kuti tingaite sei kuti music yedu andika isvike international level. Because wandoona nge mageto youths vanoda kuinda international level. Then kubva kwazoitwa mamwe mageto youths I think amageto youths mamwe anochita ndona nga anodhomoka pakuti aufunga kuti wakaimba chirungu chedu wakuenda international ita mamwe moves anokuendesa international. Muzati tinawo mageto youths kumageto kwatogara uko yekuti wandosimbisana kuti tikangonoimba chirungu chedu wandozvita vandonzi ndeve international. But ndakaona tine love yekuenda international so tingaite ma steps api zvipi zvatingaite kuti tizosvike pakuti isusu tine music tine ma artists are international.
So back in the days I remember when I came Gana Jovun's question you in the beginning we used to say production needed to change the sound. Definitely production is at the A level. Then we said my videos need to change. The videos are also now on the A level. Now the main thing that my artist is locally continue to bypass be it kana munane batune proper funding wanachipoza wakawanda wane ma fundings ma artists is why is it somebody releases a video I'm gonna name one by one releases a video and then inofana kugumira pa YouTube nepa maybe just local TV.
Okay.
I don't see anybody making an effort to plug your video per channel Trace in Nigeria, Sound City broadcast the whole of Africa.
But ndinotoona zvakadhakawo futi because tine time yatakatomboita mavideos atato celebrate tamuona ari pachannel tamuona ari pachi but tingati
saka ndikuzadzikisa. So okay, so here's the thing, right? I'll ask you now, why is it when Beyonce drops a video today uchaona pa channel nobody? Why do they not say it's just snap passage? It's ne passage.
ndikuti nini andika unongoshona kuti effort yawaisa kuti uzonzi wewe wabuda pa channel wandika kana ma processes acho nema stages acho unofollow kuti uzonzi video lako iwe wandika raiswa payo andika nema results acho auri kuwana kuti iwe kuzonzi waita mari wewe maybe waonekana ku Nigeria waenda ku Nigeria wano perform ikokoko mari yako yadzoka
okay, so and then my statements. So basically what it is like you have to be consistent doing that. Ukauya nasi ukanza wasubmit video kana ngasika utofunga kuti sakaza kuti ndakutofana kuturira kufana kutuzikana ndani. No, so it's a whole process. You have to keep submitting to this platform.
All right, but
so that TV is one entity. There's still radio in South Africa. I'll give you an example, right? It's an hour 30 minutes flight, let's say, right, to South Africa.
South Africa, yeah.
Yet we only know about South African music, but South Africans don't know about our music. We know about them, they don't know about us. I said it in my interview. The thing is, it's just one-sided. But it's one-sided because also the advantage that South Africa has is because they have major record companies. They have Sony, they have Universal, and so forth, right? When these guys are marketing, they make sure that the local Zimbabwean radio is playing the music.
All right.
Local Zimbabwean TV is showing their videos.
Okay.
Right? So why can't we do the same? Why can't we find the same with the same? Because it's not a rocket scientist now. It's magic. The same powers. No, it's us just saying, okay, she cost this amount of money. Oh, chakade. It won't happen one time.
Buffing yangu nini nga ilipa kuti ndoda kuziwa zvatingaite kuti music iende kumberi because pana yamwe munhu andika obva ati wakanziwa uri number 1 pa YouTube andika wapinda machena andimugona information obva yafamba then isusu takufaitira kuti tiende number 1 pa YouTube andika tazoenda pa number 1 pa YouTube tozonati but tingozikana nebana usazotiziwa so now dati mutibatsire kuti isusu kuti artist anzi abudirira zvinofana kuitwa 1 2 3 4 5 makakwasa tibatsiro nema percentage kuti no radio takawana 10% then social media dona 20% zvotibatsira kuti yatonzwisise kuti toita sine music yedu because music tinayo especially mazuva sound yedu yabo tochita sei sa ndikuona nge pari kuleka zvakakosha
tamuka na nyowani na Fantan Takura na Fantan. Dope Song is the great artist. But zvinova zviri ngogumira. Okay, mimi question iyi ndekuti what can we do?
Ndino believe inini kuti mimi munoziya ma stages atingafambe nawo, munoziya zvekuti tiite nyangwe sata kuzviita. Ndezvipi zvatingaite kuti music yedu isusu imboende international. Is it because of language? Is it because of mari chicha?
Fantan ari papa as a DJ. And ndakuti ngoda ngokudza iye. Angota one thing. Maybe when you explain, pasina kumbetra example, one avazonzwisisa.
Okay.
Chimbonditsvagire kana one artist wamuruda. Mundipa budget ranenge chiuza ndoza this is what it consists of. To push the artist. Asona basa takaimbwa chirungu kana takashumbwa chishona.
Okay.
Now here's my thing, right? Okay, I'll give you an example with pakabudiswa Neria. When Tuku did Neria and Neria Gabaza because the Neria movie came out at the same time. The movie was there and then the Neria was a soundtrack a song, a movie and the movie played in South African SABC.
Okay.
Right? The movie played there. SABC. Saka movie gabata vanu wakade. But we forget that behind that movie again distribution is international distribution.
Okay.
Now, here's my thing, right? Let's say Sony takes this song. Yeah, Takura or Natio. You better song you better song Takuda kuipa budget marketing because remember it must always be said. We should not leave the fact that ukanzota kuirelease. You could release when you force a budget. They will say pane 1 million rands you could promote a song. And that's one. Two, we already have my contacts where the song is going to play. That's why most people come when they marry, but when they marry pasiri. So you have the money. Remember, there's radio, right? There's radio, there's TV, which is electronic media. Then there is print media. South Africa, all those things still works. Then there's digital media, right? saka matimi pa electronic makanda ma radio station uri pa Metro FM, uri pa YFM, pa 5FM. You're playing, right? Because remember SABC has about 3 to 4 million viewers on that watch SABC3. So they still have a bigger number of people that will watch papa about to tango
alright, saka nyaya iri pa budget.
Saka budget inenge raiswa allocate kwarai yakunzi taisa 1 million isusu topusha song. Right, fine. Where are we pushing this song? Over what? Metro 5, all those radio stations. Okay, now second video, Trace, SABC video, TV shows. I mean music shows. What kind of pesa by bandika? What pesa would over? Okay, now let's go to the clubs. Let's get into the club section. Open up a club section. What does it? What scatter? Over now let's go to digital. Right? So if one is to follow one song, not 20 songs, one song, South Africa takes 3 months to 6 months pushing a song. Right? But songs blow up also in different avenues. South Africa. That was the and do one songs. I've not Jerusalem but maybe a budget of 500 or 300,000 rands. That's what Master Cage was telling me. Right in the beginning, it was the record company said, we're just gonna put maybe 200 or something. I wanted to be say, read 200,000. If I wanted song, I was so picker. But Master, he took money from his pocket. I ended up my TikTok challenges. Song of with my TikTok. So it took that song a year to 2 years. We did blow up. Okay. When he started picking up my TikTok challenges, the record companies now came back and said, okay, Takwisa 2 million, Takwisa 3 million to promote the song. They started adding on money to empower the song. Right? So whatever we do, for example, and this is doesn't say we can maybe don't have an escort. If they just said, okay, Fanta, can do one artist. Right? What can we do? Why I'm saying, I'll tell you why I'm saying. Why I'm saying that, I'll tell you how Nigerian music started blowing up in South Africa.
Okay.
It was through Madara, but let's just say boys, ballers. Right? What the ballers used to do was they will go to the clubs. But come on, put some maybe 100,000 rands in power. But put 100,000 power and then they will detect the music that's being played. They will tell you the club, why not they play Nigerian music now? If you don't go play Nigerian music, if you don't play David, we will go. Right. I mean, play Nigerian music, we go see, we go Spain. So the fact that my customers, I would do Nigerian music, but to take them about, and the show to think about what is that bar is in the bar on normal night, it was making maybe 30,000 rands. I come now we about 300,000 and 400,000. What would you do next?
Obvious.
So the DJ, where can we get the DJ? I know it's a Nigerian music. Now you're bringing a DJ that plays Nigerian music. So you must understand South Africa. I wonder about Nigerian music.
I got to South African. I don't want South Africa. Why not to go to South Africans? No problem.
No problem. We need another chief movement. So I'll tell you when we're pushing the fire emoji. Okay, so the thing is like the problem in it and the you know, and stuff like that. And it was nini piece away, you know. One can marry and one fan was nini piece and nini piece. 5 man should be able to detect. You don't put some play Japanese here. You know, in the banana, but they're gonna wink. So they don't. The thing is, to know she goes, I'm just really going to say, I'm going to go my piano, no. That humility one day, I didn't make any sense. One of the thing what change a material. One of the Nigeria. Pane restaurant. You go Nigeria. It may be, I don't know how many miles away from where he stays. But next door, pane KFC. I know drive. But for agenda, I know track a restaurant again. Zimbabwe. I don't know what. Next door, pane my Georgia. No biga nyama. But KFC guru under KFC.
Yeah, I think about no problem. So Bill Buff abanda pans bisati pando nye mane. But munokwasere kuti but they couldn't summarize kuti right iwe uri artist mari yapo because inini china nona mene yangu ini ndofana kunotsanangura zvinhu zvekuti pandoitsanangurira inonzwisisa kuti ano mfana ndakudayo nekudayo pane nema stages aripo ekuti right iwe shanga kuti artist unoenda ku production
right
moita production
right
move papo muchiona kuti music no distribute wasei move papo muchienda ku marketing ndingotaura wangu ndo yemasteji acho anofana nga aripo kana achinge ariwa ndika anofana kubata at least tomboti tine mablogger 20 obviously apana ponga tine ese 20 ungaitewo manumbers mangane kuti music painternet ungawo active zvelevel ripi kuti zvibude then paground ungawo active zvelevel ripi kuti zvinhu zvako zvibude.
Okay, so there has to be trial and errors. Okay. We have to. Here's what I'm saying, right? Other people would believe that maybe handed to. Well, no, it's not believe. It's a formula that also works. Let me go do a song. My producer produces a song and it to run a tune. Bo, you can do that, but you're gonna have to pay a bigger lump sum to my producer for that to happen. Then you're gonna have to pay for the video. Then you're gonna have to still do PR. I always tell people, if you do a feature with Jay-Z, you're going to have Jay-Z budget to market that feature. So if you're going to do a feature Drake or whoever, you do that feature with Drake, that means you need to have millions of to also market it on the level of Drake. Because if you approach Drake's marketing team, they will tell you, when we marketing a Drake song, we spend $1 million to $2 million. So you want to feature na Drake automatically wakutopinda ma playlisting a Drake platform wato level, because it will still require the same amount that they use to promote a Drake record for the PR and the marketing.
I think Baba pane 4. Why? Because boys vakawana wafana wazhinji ndika. Tune pfungwa dzekuti ini ndo suppose kuta collab na Nengi. Kuti ndobva ndaputika then ndazoita collab yandika ndogoisa mari kana kuti maybe ndezvekutsoro zvingonzi because atisai kuti ona shati ngoisa kana kuti tingoendewo kana titisai kuenda kana kwa levels social sport andika iwe ungosina futi kuti kuda kushingirira mozongopesa mazongoita.
So now, what that says, Sparks, right? You can still do a song on that levels. You can still do that, but you need to have that same budget to promote a song actually.
So
in now, I would say now, if kuno kuzimu kuno kwanza kuita song yedu, nema producers yedu, let's say Mr. Attention at a song yake, na producer wa Gandhi. The song is a good song, the production is good, everything's good. Pakanzi one guy mene kusamari. Apa chafana kunzi mkuru one pasongi ngati chinotora kana kuti artist akadai big artist feature no kapachinzi this budget ekuti tikatora feature would cost us $50,000 or this would cost us, why can't we just take the $100 and kuita kuza say on the market. I mean, that's where I wanted to get with this with my point. Okay. Instead of spending $1 million on Drake, take that $1 million you yourself and use it to go do PR marketing on the artist. That's why I said trials and errors. We need to experiment. We need to say, okay, ngatimbotora song yachi kana kuti ya wingi kana kuti ya nati too much, and we take that song as it is and say let's put $100,000. Let's market it in Africa. Let's see it in Chicago.
No putigane.
So I'm saying if we don't do that, then we can never know if our own culture, our own sound can be the next sound after my piano. Our own sound can be the next sound after, because at Swissa, to my piano, Afrobeat, let's go jump on the Afrobeat, right? You have to officialize whenever I come to Nigeria. Those you must understand, those guys are vicious. Nigerians don't move. You see, Zimbabweans will move like this. Nigerians don't do that though. Nigerians walk in here and say, how far now? We feature this. I bet this light way the way they do Sparks, the way this your light they shine and they like this your light. Maybe put the. I bet call my lights man. Maybe you can't put this light.
Well, what is step forward?
Which might be this one? I know which might be this one. My voice will come up from here. I don't come up clear. Maybe change this mic. I may bring me one sure better mic. So it's because these guys, when they come in though, I stayed in Nigeria for like 3 months.
Okay.
When I was with DJ Waxin. I learned, this was 2011.
Okay.
I saw so much and I realized that my face, I'm a go-getter. If you see Nigerians came to Zimbabwe, when they I saw to South Africa, sorry, when they entered South Africa, they came to South Africa, but my features, but they wanted to take over the industry. They don't come. If you say Nigerian doing a song right now, my songs Ghana, they came there, but she kutora the industry. They didn't come there to say we want to be second to this artist. It's the same thing in South Africa. They came to say, okay, like this scooters, we're taking over. they don't that's what they do. They generally, that's why, because the Nigerian wants to come there and be like, yo, feel my presence, how far now, waiting, they are paying now, how far, maybe we play our music now, how far, if you play the video, that's how they are. So we need to have that isusu as symbol. That's why any dog, I walk around. If you hear about me, good Joseph, that would be someone because not to get boys. On top of maybe play, I may change the music, maybe play my music. Yeah, but why would we just play on your music? A day, you know. We also play our music. So the door that I'm because we don't detect, we don't also come and be like, yo, but you know what's funny? Worldwide, it's either Nigerians and Zimbabweans. Worldwide.
All right.
Trust me, whether the Nigerians and Zimbabwe. We have to walk around like the shoulder, broad shoulders. But my events, most of the events that are happening in the UK, in the States, and whatever, we are the reason why my piano got to the foot.
But I'm good industry no fana ngeke say. Zvodofana ngeke because inini maona ndeta industry ndika. Ndaona nge industry aina kumira zvinofana ngeke ite number 1. So wana ukakwasa kusurvive. Andika thank God nasati sikuita zvomakuwa fanda nani munomo.
Yes.
Ndona sekuti nini industry andika yedu susu yakashaya ma stages. Zvikuona ngata sana fanda nepakauya manje wakatoti kuti ndofana ro production. But ndoti suppose kuti kuto distribute the music yoyo. Ndokusiyana kwakaita True Sport Family nemangu ma production angari kokwe. Because we concentrate ngoro wa music studio. Ozongoti artist kana yatora music yake thank God. Kana ati ndisendere pa WhatsApp domtumiro but ndakaona ngenini True Sport wakati no isusu tukuita production but ufana after distribution tukuita after marketing njetu chibudirira
yes
so mukuona nekusada kuisa zvandaiona zvizvo but chimboona boys zikuina papi so industry chenofana kuti ngamira sei boys ndona ngandinchida music ndono producer music ndongoenda ku studio chendakutenda kuti afana uye mu record waku record afana unga andichazivi ndita sei ne music music iri kweli good kunzoku ndare kuti musviko kuti music ya record kwa pana apa but avasi kuziva zvikuita music structure ye industry inofana ngakaita sei buff
so the workshops must also be there. Fantan must now start doing my workshops. Fantan ari munhu mupesa wangu ichi anofana kuti pakutofana kuti kwa workshops so
all right.
Right. You speak to the arts and culture things like that. We have to propose certain things. Like, when we have my gatherings there, I involve my youths. So the youth must speak on the youth side. If it's sports, if it's that, if it's arts, it's whatever. To me, my workshops want to invite international prominent people. I know that they are there, but there's workshops that should take place. Because for me, I don't understand why till today we don't have an export.
Alright.
So I found that to export artists in Zimbabwe. Like export by export and so that to know zvirizira maZimbabweans are foreign. So export artists kuti
kunoimbira newawo.
Yeah, anzani South Africa Tyler kana kuti any let's not mention Tyler because he's under international record label. Let's say kana kuti zvakaita shasha kuti ari kutotora kubva South Africa chinoridza ku Portuguese chinoridza Portugal and so forth. Do we have an export artist?
Sparks ukundatsenda zvakutaura mukomana
ndikuzvinzwisa but tinenge tisina because vanhu so vanobva muno vanoimbira vamwe
Zimbabwe community.
I'll tell you why. So ona but tine mamwe ma-artists akabuda akazoita expo
in Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Ndiana
mfana nzana rugimba mfana mkala danza ni video anzi akaimba song mwenzi urira so torira international tuzana na Black Coffee but it's a Zimbabwean kid. I'll check his name. That's one. And Shasha.
All right.
It's two.
All right.
Right, but she has roots here. Akuti danza ango nyukira ku South Africa. No. Akatu atina masongs akaitoita kunana ne team.
But music inenge market kwa same.
And ndora kwa shoka but vaenda ku South Africa ndvatanga kushanda na mapolisa. And you must understand that mapolisa is also has a stronger engine behind him. He's under Sony.
Alright.
Yeah. So mapolisa so I see mistake here. Kudanzanzi piano na so piano is owned by Sony. Because mapolisa and them owns that catalog under Sony. Sony nongo yetu kuna Sparks Fantan, we need 10 artists to be produced or what. Yes, 50 million rands. And I got almost like 20 or something million rands to produce an album. We need such and such, right? Artists. So I'm gonna get because I want to get to the point. So
now producers mazhinji angari good andika but vakangoconcentrate neproduction vachizviitira norova ng'ondo vaita norova international vamwe but international yacho haina kwasa kuenda because haina kupushwa.
You're right, Sparks, because madays atapinda muindustry maproducers vaingogumira mustudio but isusu takapinda neimwe style yekuti taisa maCDs mumbari musika togadzira mafacebook page maartist kudhara zvaitira weird kuti artist ane Facebook profile so isusu patakapinda artist wedu taita kucreatira Facebook page toisa music toita mafotoshoot
so that was an appointment time by the zoos that was so nekangozona ndozviro $1 million will be speaking a different language.
All right, I think it was vanhu vaise mari muindustry vanose mari pama-individuals.
Okay, so that's
Sparks in Buffy, sorry. Nakubata party Sony yafana ku dayakaona. I'm sure Sony inotoona zviri kuitika muZimbabwe.
Yes.
But if you go online, tine mamwe ma-functions ekuti inotaura kuti it's restricted azviitike in your region.
Yes, I know.
For example, if you want to monetize your content, uri kuno Zimbabwe, inoramba kumonetize. Anokuti kuti azviitike muri region mako.
It's even advertisement,
That's the reason why zvatora too long kuti ana Sony va partner nema entertainers in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, inenge yakafana nema sanctions anga understand what they digital.
Yeah.
So okay, so now you see here still goes the figure kuti budget. We could be talking something different because I don't think that Zimbabweans are not talented. I think we are talented because every industry is a Zimbabwean there. Music UK and Tapones one day.
Tapones is Jema.
Yeah, she's working in a major
Sony. Yeah.
Fana nari is a point nemsore kuti pampacho zvimwe zvinhu tofana kuzwa kuti ma-restriction edari kubva kubo so nonge takufaita zvinhu background apo pane zvimwe zvinhu
takalokwa samwe tine platform yatisingapfuuri level yatisingapfuuri rakalokwa international.
Yes,
so ndakamboona pa internet sorry Buff.
No, continue.
Ndakamboona pa internet pakanetsa kamusikana kekustripa hembe kaisa kapinadi zvichinzi chataura na honorable Mavetera vazotaura nemeta. I think ma-politicians like an honorable Mavetera vakanotaura nemeta nana YouTube nema-platforms aya kuti ativhurire maybe tinoattracta nasona man tikuro arts yakaipa muZimbabwe.
Chinoitika manje masanction atakarwa nawo mamwe anocontribute panyaya idzodzo noti vanana Sony vanenge vari kuno nana states so vanenge vato restricted to participate muindustry muZimbabwe.
Saka nyaya yako ye-international wayanswana Buffett
ndavura tona imwe international pane imwe yangu yatoyakasamba kupinda brand zangu pane funga nyaya dze-international base up because tona tichifatana dzimwe nyaya dzekutotika vamwe vanongoendemo ma-privileges avanosangana nawo.
That's actually a major one here. So but it can be, do you know how we can counter that, right?
Yeah.
You look at like Nigerian sanctions of Venezuela. There's so much that you can't do digitally in Nigeria. So
but it's different from us.
Yeah, but
you can monetize in Nigeria.
Yes, but so let me explain. Part 2 of jam. So if we take up the program and uti handy new music yacho South Africa.
Okay.
I'll tell you why, right? South Africa is Nigeria think that they are the hub, but South Africa still is the hub of entertainment in Africa because they were granted with DSTV and they granted with major record companies. So DSTV would always favor them because ndoko vale vaita inzi kudara vakangoita 60% South Africa and 40% was shared to Africa. Okay. That was always the feed. The feed was always when you're on DSTV they would say 60% is for South Africa, 40% is shared amongst the whole of Africa. That was always the Negini setup and Garibo. So my point still remains. It's 1 hour 30 minutes. And saka ngati tikakwanisa kuzvipackage totoronga tototi, for example, right, I always have a problem with most Zim artists when they're doing the launch. Kuno kunetwa event launch
album launch, yeah.
Event. You know, that's the other way around. That's not how we're supposed to work. But I know the understand. But the proper strategy to do it is you do a media launch. In South Africa, I was even in Burna. I know that media launch I go na magazara LA. When you room so 100. Right? Those 100 people are the most influential people in the room. Parana Sparks. Parana
DJ Fandan.
Newspapers, media, Parana Fantan, radio, TV. So they know that once this thing, we invite the people that can make things happen. The minute the album is, we've done that whole listening session, media launch album. Track number 5, y'all gotta listen to that song. That song is fire. It features Ghana, it features whatever. You know, there's news going about it, right? So, immediately after, how are we doing the tour? Now we need to do the Buffalo Soldier tour. Now we need to do Natty O tour, or, you know, the tours after, because we've done the media launch, we've launched the product, we've launched, you know, given the people what to expect. But kuno tour ya cha satanzo song anazo song you read about consider how do I sing and how do I
think paku market ko music yedu ndapanza kusisa but mumvunzo ndinawo ndio kuti isusu afana kuzimdanzo for example sound yedu isusu yenge isiri boy ere bozi ndo feel nge certain sound denge kanaka yaikwasa kuti paka play wa sound muZimbabwe nyangwa ari kuhope kentio kuti anditoki kentio kuti chosport ende kuti music yedu taizia now takatawana kuti vada kuenda international ina magenesi international yo isina ma strategy international isina ma strategy nobody wins kwazo mjose
saka ubona chi Sparks so kafana ni don't blame people for disappointing. It was a laughing stock. But yeah, it's the biggest. But it's the biggest. And I don't know if yes, and I tell you, even states. But here's my point, right? But my point, ukataza Zim dance kutanga. Ukatanga bachama Zim dance chigubu if you listen to dance there, what is about Jamaican ID? This is not dancer. You remember Fanta?
It's straight up.
Jamaicans, because that means they didn't identify it as the sound, right? But Afrobeat, right, is a stolen sound as well. It's gathered. There's a bit of dancehall there. There's a bit of R&B. There's a bit of high life Ghana. That Ghana. Then there's a bit. So it was gather, right? The original Afrobeat fela kuti yakatosiyana ne Afrobeat yakazomodernize in the urban sound. Now, my point still remains that every sound is an extract of other sounds. Hip hop, stole from jazz music, stole from here, stole from dancehall, stole from whatever. That's why all the beats are good. Jazz music, music. So my could crash. Zim dance my melody because melody it comes save so it's sungura ndi kutanga ana killer na
ndirikuna na iradi
it was a sound
ikona chifandani ini totonzwa kutsamwa izvizvi kuti susuka parano kaya chifungo cha international wakatoti tasisa sound
treatment
and we lost it and we lost what could it, so because when I even my piano is house music slowed down.
Okay,
let's slow the tempo. It's house music. It's house music that came from quite house music again that had rap and linger. That's what ana zola mafeza kutanga na zola and trumpets. If you look at the back in the days and TKZ, they were rapping. TKZ would come na 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 na, you know, that's on the and it was rap. He rap, he is Zulu. He can go so house beat. So I would just say that, you're not going to disappoint. Is that we chose the wrong genre to sample on. Because what is a house? House gave birth. House music. That's why it's easily related. Is that key? You're gonna say,
sounded to
that's what's the song? I was going back. I think I lose that. I don't know that SoulJah love vanity. That was major.
International again.
You're right.
Dancer. Ndimeva mati zvazvikupu handidi.
No, Sparks, right baba. Panyaya imazindanso akanopisa about Islam, masimbo flavor machichi. Pakaitika noise kubva nemamwe fellow musicians and producers. Vangu vari mu industry. Because they were busy saying kuti ai ichigubu izindanso yekumusha what. Even mama bloggers akauya they played a big role kuti music ishift sound. Was because some producers we were forced kutedzera zvakunai
titaone vanhu
ndocho zvakaitika
pano kuti vanhu vakakonzesa zvinhu zvidaro ndovaziya ndanadanza ala gaspi ndona anadhashoka vafana vave vakayanika narrative ana airati vachiti susu tikuita zvinhu zvedu dhanza yanga iri bo andika zvavafanini ndine one point ndakambosvika neboys yaya vachiita kuti movement ravo yanzi helmet movement.
Okay.
Ndakasvika pamupato wakatoungana kati boys imi makaipa ndika. Ende munofunga kuti makaipa ndakaona kurwa magudu muguru. Endai munoproofa ikoko kuti makaita se makaipa. Boys makamira time yenyu notadza kusvika. Ndenge nje profit emapo. Boys time yanya sitasvika. Vanhu vakati kanganisa. Tefana tanga tayatsonzwisa tikadaona international ma stages ndapa tofana kuita.
Yes.
Alright, English inotensa international yakati itiendesa.
Yes.
Alright, zvinotensa international ndezvipi? Ma bloggers ndaapa, ma platform ndaapa tingaende kuti tiende international. Like patatanga kuona ma BBC one extra kuitwa pepe takati ndo mashitatu wakuona ngawaende but wangwano the way wangokuta nanye international tata kuti ngisisingatodi kuenda
international
stage to now
but ugona say tikadzika kwenye ku marketing kwatira wewe you'd find out that so music idikatanga kurira ma streets ku South Africa mucha Sony and Universal ku South Africa icha project yekubata because they want control. They will not want in any other music yakungotanga kurira ma South Africans because now you're invading the market. Now to watorera mari yao.
Okay.
Because what if now the Zim movement becomes the biggest movement in South Africa? Nobody's now buying a piano. Just like how my piano came in and destroyed the hip hop and other genres at that time. So now we got this Zim music. That's why Nigeria, the difference is Sony International signed Davido, signed and Whiskey. So Sony South Africa is now branch and Magungo distributor Javataura. Burna Boy, they all signed the majors, they know when the two Universal and so forth, right? So if we as Zimbabweans tikamboti akumana katimbo ingesta mujozemo timbo colonize mujozemo tipusha music yedu ikaputika muyami Satotanga.
But I think Bafuga it's now time yekuti muchite muchishare ma strategy acho zviri public kuti zvikuti strategy da kuzvi.
But maroti ma anti pipe kwa Professionalism Sparks bafutofana muyanzo ta sit down timbotaura rimwe. Fanta unoza pane pa unombotaura kana kuti Fanta na kujoza. Ndipo ndada kumana hande ku the top to the hardest club in Johannesburg. Kwete zvekungudo icho zvikana na Juve no mu senti mo topina nekomana litika na maybe kana $10,000 tombe katimbo bowler mo but while we are bowling chiri some music here
speed inofana ndopinda wa
it becomes a movement so because it's hard for me to do it myself a movement needs an army but so it's hard to need not every weekend doing no chikora but katika na manajimba aje na katika it's always hard because it's a movement.
Sparks, I think I could make a sense Buffy both Buffy pa movement rekupusha music ya Zimbabwe mu South Africa ari ega Buffalo why inini kuti ndizowira na Buffy TV close na Buffy taiti tikadaidzwa kana na Prophet Passion ku South Africa Buffalo iTunes ra mama celebrity in South Africa iTunes ra even my video vaccine HVT baba for tennis wa mama places yekuti na Buffalo uptown munomingla nemanajimbi nemasasco exposure papo na buffalo saka tikawana 3-4 vanhu vanenge buffalo mazimbabweans Zimbabwean music varira because we are creative, trust me. Why is it?
Yeah, but when I found out zvandikufunga ini ndinotofunga kuti mazimbabweans atoziye zvekuita ini ndinoona sekuti vana bhafa ndike vanenge vachiziya kare kuri kunowana information vari kuona ndike ngatinyatso I think panda vamwana vekuti havasi kuda kuita zvatiri kuita zvafanira nini munhu anotiudza nezvepodcast achiita upanda probe nonofunga nemainterest but kana kuchinge kuine vamwana futi andika vanotoziva zvekuita information inofanira kuva clear so that mageto isi paanonogaisana nemhene dzavano zvati mukuru isi zvada kuita ndika tichanoisa music yedu painternet toidistributa so padistributing company inodai nozoda titi vada mari yakati then tichaita mavideo kumavideo kuna nanhingi vanotora mavideos vanoita mavideo tozomaisa pakati so that plan chaiyo inoyadzozikana because ndinombofunga kuti inyaya dzemari ndozofunga kuti kunaona nemari wane mari wandofungidzana nemari singambosangana nawo zvangu like time imo ndofunga kuti anenge ane background bo anenge ane tuma DD bo saka waya kutadza kungopressa 1 2 3 4 maybe azviziye mukuna message wana King 98
Spark that was something Fanta I'm going to say something you know gonna kubata vamwana moto pa editor pakadeso
all right.
We are not cool.
We are not cool.
Yeah. We need to be cool.
What do you mean? Maybe you can elaborate.
Zimbabwe is not cool.
All right.
I mean, I don't make sense.
Ayo,
Zimbabwe urban culture is not cool.
No fantasy.
So when I say the urban culture is cool, it is not considered cool. Now, chimena man. Okay, remember when Nigerians came in at first? My brother or my sister, we used to laugh at that the way the accent, my face I used to talk English, but just accent. My brother, how far now? How are you doing? Over exaggerating the accent, and so, but they made it cool. In South Africa, when in Nigeria, they used to laugh at them. They used to laugh at the way they talk.
No, not cool.
But they made it cool. Manajimbi mfeso wangu they took pride of accent chilanguage jojo. They took pride of the food. Every girl knows about jollof. Kuna jela kutoni amekujoza kutoni mweseti mtu muskana ngo jollof she's a jollof girl. She's a Nigerian girl. This one is a Nigerian girl. So saza nyama has to be made cool.
When do you buy
has to be made cool. Now we have to make ourselves cool. That's why now you have the reference. If American trap guys, you need that Nigerian swag, man. That's that Nigerian swag because they've realized in those swag they've made this thing cool. So I'll just say one of the things. Yo, my sister or my brother, how you doing now? It's no longer a laughing matter. It's actually a cool way of speaking. So isusu tunotofana kuti it's our style yedu zim dancehall, the music, Zimbabwean music, our culture and so forth cool. Now if we make it cool, it will make the next Zimbabwean who's hiding, who does not want to associate, who feels like if he affiliates nichi Zimbabwe no vanza mzimba chikwere. If we can make that cool, so I ain't wrong. So the thing is, and most of the time, how do you make that cool? When my platforms are everybody it's Instagram messed up so many things. Everyone looks up to, yo man, this guy is living the life, man. So imagine baby, how are you doing? What you do with baby? You think that chick is not gonna she won't find that cool? She will find that because it's a new thing.
Yeah, man. What I say to you, what you sport? Yes, you made it cool because let me tell me, when I don't want to draw a picture about zero papa. What I say? Four. I remember last time
you made it cool. You made what? A pop culture.
Picture baby. If we can take that
You know that South Africans still think Zimbabweans, they're smelling armpits. But also boys, man, I think my role on it all times. It's very, very important. It's very important to go to Ghana. But this is that as a form. So the thing is, at that point, my point still remains: if take a dice so take a package, when we were pushing fire emoji, Chief J, I sat down with them, pleading and a man when I chief, when I'm no bowler, man, Tim to no bowler, to win them about because my friends hang with my bowler, to win them about to bowler. But I want you to look at my face. I'm on a gym, but I know bowing the black door. The team and I never push on my gym, but Tony AJ and so forth. That was the hardest club in Joburg at that time. That when I team here, I could push a couch here. Why not like you want to dance? Because they used to go with baseline. You must understand the whole Nigerian community in uptown, whatever. They used to go to baseline. Baseline was just sit in the Majiriza dancer.
Just sit.
The one day I got to Churaji, the team swagger, that was just then pop that. What you tune out our weeds were Justin was pushing that couch there. Actually, my tune, as you push. But if we can do that as a team or group of guys, Mazimba, Agachola Nema Sasko, boys ring Agachola Nema Slake Means, Nema Sasko Maji. All it takes, the statement each one, teach one.
Yeah, and there's no mega sense of fun. What a dance of Monomaka to sing and just sit there and happy. And then for whole. What can I to see man dance and that's no dance we couldn't it's a DC. Bruno Katoya, Wakatomana and Dance Mongobos. I think that's when I come download. Wakato and my cassette at the Vogona Jack. My mixtape. But Mbale I think magai changes sure. Boss Mbale ngai yakazopesa yato sine kuti izwe zvitata zvemangoma. Boss ndicheka mangoma ita ngakambobva ku DZ tu. Kandi kwanzi kuchitown vati DZ
tola guitar.
Bukuziya vaso vakwe vati kumbare. Saka chimwe boss kumbare rakena kuti chinchawo chiwe ku. Even Mbale mama maitwa ma video yekuti tazopesa kuti takumana. Panomba kuti nyangwana sire mbare wapeza kuti video iri kutoda kumbare
boys became a culture.
Yeah, I think kuka one of them muno especially team from Bulawayo you waste man team yeku Bulawayo manje atokwanisa support na reggae no support no zvitangwana ku South Africa.
Oh yeah. I know that. Yeah, but what I'm done with that until kuzinyara kakuti we are ashamed of ourselves, we are ashamed of our general how do I say how Zimbabweans are generalized. What's on South Africa we know vendor or any of that and stuff. But they actually thank God jitane madara na say we can wanna post on my blog again post watching but they actually never thought kutikuni ana Java to Nemario. Okay, rest in peace Jinimbi. Jinimbi pushed culture to Mabawa to push, but that's not the Chief J. South Africans never really thought that they can be Zimbabweans that can bowl. But the biggest bowlers right now Mujobe Meme is South Africans, Zimbabweans, Nigerians and then South Africans. Sakatino everywhere else that's not really pesa kuna mana Jimbi kutuni mazimba unaona kwa club naso unza pani mbinga rubuliza angatoli mzimba nto haselora ke dirira amene vanita pangondizwe gas ndizwe feel bangone team ripo but nyaya kuti we don't feel like our culture is cool unongochinyara kuti ngokuti hayo mapiano hip hop saka the culture needs to be made cool. We need to make Zim urban culture cool. We need to make ourselves cool. When we go, my baby gonna catch it all starts with the girls. Man, you remember Biggie Smalls said, if you get Biggie told Tupac, if you can sing for the girls, because the girls influence the men. Because you mokoja kana chipa dance floor. So good time that you about dance floor is what I need.
Tangu update kwa baba ni kudzi. So murume babiti mbomoro utazoti hey natopinda munyaya dzara babiti full time.
So you see.
Saka
Baba ndopangone children nzana ndini and I always like find baba where's the bed rangu. Anditi. Kubuya bed ra fando vanena no club owner that yo I'm doing Fountain's birthday here. Top clubs bring Fountain's birthday. There's a big DJ in there. Oh for real, yeah. We're gonna be ballers here. That's all they wanna hear. There's gonna be ballers. Oh for real. To my mokotoji, to my influencers. Oh, it's our ballers in Zimbabwe. Yeah, it's gonna be big ballers. So it's gonna be a high. Hey, you see, to my friends, to my nice, to my nice. So the party comes. Boom. That night comes. My lights are go by. My ASO space will flash. Simple is in the building. To my MC to shout at it.
Four.
Simple is in the building. Papa, what is the name of clips are now and the SoulJah. Kananda. I know. The time we Pakabuda Japanese Papa. Tatsuku Cape Town Tagawa Chitok. Said I push a fire emoji. You Nigini Chilemerera Nonzi. Na sound. It's a thing of saying listen, anybody knows my board boom, but on a undertaker. Like I miss it, no. When you bring bars from outside on our side, play Zimbabwe music, this music. We don't have this. Download it. You can download. That was team to spend a money. Chief, you know, if you're not going to play our music, we're not gonna. Jamani, we shut down Cape Town. Cape Town flew and there's a champagne pass. Vura. Champagne. Pass so. I don't know if the terminology is making sense with him. Vura champagne pass. But it was just so flow. Yeah, Papa Casara champagne. Jamani, Baba name is Eso Space. I got so a man like Pound. We are the big one.
South African American music.
Every time if I go to Cape Town now, the most of the South African girls, whatever, but please play that fire emoji. So they related with that. Now I'm going to go goes out in the morning. So that's my thing, right? People will keep. It's not but most people forget the fact that the clubs and the sectors have a big role into influencing what can be played on radio, what can be played on TV. Because you can't tell me this is the hardest song in the club, but you as a teacher, even there's this song that I heard, this Zimbabwean song, hey, this song is nice.
So to push up music here.
So my angles are to now, we have to. Right? That was just for me saying everybody has to play a role. My bowlers are my boy. I don't want to go music.
Alright, coach, you made a good dance over.
Yeah.
Vunzongwa ndina DJ fana ndinjati batsira pasimdanzo because isusu sono akatora culture dance from Jamaica ndika tinofana kuramba tichiita the way vari kuita naye ku Jamaica kana isusu tine ma ways edo tofana kuramba tichiita nawo. For example tine rhythm culture yekuziva kuti isusu tine ma rhythm atinowana from Juiceport Records, tine ma rhythm atinowana from Simplex, tine ma rhythm atinowana from Moskid. Isusu amene gona yadzo tsana gona mvunzo banyangu ndekuti isusu maitede culture yedu isusu ndika tofana kuitora ku Jamaica iri zvairi kana kuti isusu tine zvimwe zvatozosiyawo toita zvedu isusu because ndonange zimdanzo yedu isusu yaipisiswa nemaridhim and but pane time yakatanga maridhim acho avachamaburitsi and thank God we funda chichi kuitika kumaridhim.
Good. Ndo answer my question ako SR2 what
exactly ndizvo
tofana kutora zvese re mudanzo yeku Jamaica atifana kutora zvese isu chatukwanisa kutora ku from dance yeku Jamaica maybe it sound do shit. You understand? Because sometimes they sing about guns and topic. You understand? So it's here in Zimbabwe tofana kuimba ma topic ano relate to us
the life yedu.
You understand? Then tovotea kunyema rhythm culture yango itora rhythm culture muno Zimbabwe yange to relevant and yaita kuti iburitse ma new artist because on a rhythm you'd find Freeman there Killer T uvona into afana tinyowana next thing wakutoziya Raspomba wakutoziya Raskelebo. You understand? So now yakazomira after ma artists anozviti mahombe ari ma big names vane influence. You understand? They started kuti haini handipinde paridhimbo rinofana handite sesese ofucha ningwa toda yanga chitaura kuti ma big names achidhanika iti toda international toda chichi but by international you can find Binman vibes kate on
anotomhanya akazvina pana maseka ndakutoenda ipapo
overona pane mfana futi understand so kuno kumadhara yedu isusu ndo akatanga kuraya couch vahumbe vanozviti vakatanga danso vacho ndo akatanga kuraya couch
bozonga kuramba kuye kumariti
tipinde maritima ndiperforme pa stage pane mfana ningi pana chi
but my DJ imimi wafuti amune repe kuti mama kukwadza ofuti dance makusamba rhythm 100 200 ndo
matangi kuti rhythm dance ite popular yakapita popular ni ma rhythms anga yakawanda vanhu
exactly izvo ndiri kuzvinzwisisa but ndiri kuti matista ndizvo zvatakatize yakatya kubatwa here inofana
ite popular
akatya kuti
Sparks, if you look at it right, if I don't think every artist that blew up from the rhythm must also come back. The artists who blew up from the rhythm must also go back and also be in the rhythm to support the artists that's upcoming. Because mfana mnywana arikuya wamruta msopinda pa rhythm but zvafana fana. Iwo ongori zvafana fana so. Utere pa rhythm nomwe nangale si airi.
All right.
So it's a cycle. You can't now say I'm sorry kupinda pa rhythm boza
but
unless I don't like the song, I don't like the rhythm.
Yeah. No, zviriko but ndekuwanda kwata artist but ona I DJ Fandan. Yeah, it's very important. When my first days ndika inda understand that no levels angari CMR apa rhythm rake because ndotesa kuti ndokwanona nako mari for level yekuti pagadzirwa simple flavor ndika artist ari kurida levels ari kuda mari anafana kurekoda artist 100 kuti aite mari iye inda understand ne way iyoyo but now levels apo asikuti but takuti zvokuti levels are what you get the rhythm not 10
no
for industry only.
Sparks, listen sizvatataura kuti chakaita kuti sim dance ipise ma rhythms angani vanhu 100 you understand but ukatarisa mujeni yedu isusu as Choosebot Records tine ma rhythms akaita sana Mr. Dweet rhythm tine ma rhythms angorina ma artist 4-5 ma rhythm atina one ma artist 8 but ma rhythm akanoblowa nekuita ma rhythm akangani trust me saka couch yekujamaica yekuti mama sometimes ma rhythm anayane 6-1 or 10-1 nekunoku zvakatosiyana ndozvatataura zvatingazokope zvese
so fanda nokuti wewe skill yayi sofana ngona tingofana ngorowa mano ngwangu yekuti dhima ro mari
you know the problem fanda ndichi unoona team runs panana level that anzi man team anzi ndochoka kunochoka kukundwa pa rhythm kana kuti vanochka kana kuti but kuti kana kuti vanochka kuti vanatanga kuti makoments anzi wakakundwa see this is the thing. This is one of the problems that I wanted to mention about issues is the inner inferior. You could say me self-esteem. So to go to Jama, when I announced that I want to fill up the National Sports Stadium, Andagata. You know, but what other one of the attacks say? Now I responded to the guy. I was like, "But you say why are you putting your fear in me? Because if I flop." I'm not flopping because I've achieved. Kuda kuende go. Because urumba kwa kuni. Jo ina came from Fago ni paraba mfamu benenda ndawaza boza amanda wenda ku channel. Ngiro channel ndamanda ukona pa TV channel yatanga hii. Unoplug video yangu. Buzi abo video takaishuta kumfako ze team yedu mfombi ji. Asbaf you are reaching. Say it ngati angadi kuita zatuita. So I've never been the guy aruta target.
Okay.
That is why we got up on my internet. I face to face and Burna Boy. I face to face with any artist. I'm and quality. But then I got over. Besides what you know from Fagos, don't know when get to check. When is a Corona so don't go to quarter. In Indian so it was with Eldorado, any hood. I've shot anyway. And the quality. Because I told myself with you can go focus quarter or you can't achieve. Comfortability is an issue. I remember I told Winky that time my data and Rogar and Winky, you need to go and fill up National Sports Stadium. Winky had German. Then we say German. I see that Winky, you need to do it. Do it. Because when Casper and them did it, when anybody else was doing it, did it. You don't do anything which you told in the final 100% which is that. But you will market it to the level. If I had found the funds that I needed to do National Sports Stadium, I was going to start strategizing. The thing is, announce. They don't strategize. Okay, just a soccer major. Mr. Scotland, that's a Jinjam. That's a Jinjam. Don't mean about the manager. Should 30 minutes. Need by the that's a shooting. My life, my strategy is my strategy. There's always a method in my madness. So I want to do I want to do, but the moment I don't need to kill, why I wouldn't kill it? But that's not school, Sunday kill it. That's what I'm to my passport. See, I'm a compact winner. I was small passport. There's always been a small one thing.
You don't want a picture of a group of nation. Buff, I don't hear it. But in the magic, and don't do the base, man. They told you one would end up one of my fans and then the time. And we ain't done. This is Saturday. I was going to do all strategies. They are doing national.
The idea was, you see, when Casper did it, he said, I'm going to fill up the dome. Then he started doing the behind the scene on how to fill up the thing. But I announced a picture again to fill up the dome. And I went, oh shit, this boy's crazy. And I'm second. But behind, he started working towards how he's going to fill it up. You know, he had artists, new artists, you market and in Jago, and you work 2003. You just he strategized. So I don't like even my events I'm not on UK and Burna. There's also gathering in it. Who is successful behind the scenes. Artists just announce your madness and then we'll take it from there. But we go to Jamana, yeah, we go to Chikira. Find just Chikira. Find another Bafa and as a funga uti into Dagungo. Ndakunda kana pa chi place cha dangu usava mu road muna ndakublock road kuna first kwekwe ndoda chi block part kwanza wangu unosumba iwe uchapo nani why
nditakuta hapa afana mkubana adzoki
uona ndo saka manje ndoita manje nini manje ina block all that ndabasa ini ndokona kuya ndokuudza ka ndoita zvana Rihanna zvana vana Burna Boy nokatola zvana basa kwata nyemba ndoya kandokuudza ka ini because inini wangu antale zvongu ndinikuudza inde chitoda kuti kana uchidoka kana futi fair kana tungo jambisana
ndazachiti nzini zvafana na Burna Boy nambo ndotanza mambo ndenza na Burna Boy mamuro ngembama isiribo
ayo ndiyakatanga ndivura mbama Jani Kuramba.
Nasa neta interview yangu isina 1 hour yangu isina maskanda isina kufuzeleza.
Industry. Ndiaka to reach amba matatipa white party ya mfana daleza ita ma white parties, famous white parties. Aka team yanga ripo nifana jini banga to because you know it used to be that premium part.
Okay.
Ana bena ngaru mashure ni ita mana agara na daleza baba kata oh ma song again. Rivalry. So varuma shulo kuchi vakachikora fana bozi vaiwanza kafana. Saka wachikora enda ngosvika ndina Queen V ndina mveza ngukamu nawana tingochikora 1 or 2 manajembe yangu. Varangona mpama ichaze ichwa niki
from nowhere pasina kunetsana naze.
Undiri auya. Jamani tinduka chi pava ndapina mfumo wanda kutotanga kutotaka ndileze ndinga vale. Takudziri mabounce chi abata nini manje. Anabvunza kuti unibata nini kuti ndipeza pala ndani ataka kampana. Nazinochinda dama ngandipedza sava tapinda kubeki tenda kubeki tasvika tabata mabhaunce akamira ko wagwa so I'm from Brixton brand I'm from at the time I did china chimbika I'm from Brixton land I'm from London natiko wangu nini vanataka mtara ni pidgin manje bro maybe you do your madness for me you understand me I'm from Namfakos I come from. You know, bring that kind of energy for me. Waiting be the problem. So you can say, hey, Rufambo, you are King of Dancehall. For my channel awards, waka interview about Vuzu, the new dancehall artists that have come in, Pato Ranking, Burna Boy, Shatta Wale. Because this was 2013 when the last channel awards was 2014. The last channel awards caused the so the last channel awards because you need to remember 10 years in a row may win the channel award.
All right.
Consecutive may win the channel reggae dancehall award. Because we are and Shatta Wale, Pato, and Burna in that category that year.
Right.
So Vuzu would always ask, if Vuzu in the team and channel would always ask to spite.
Okay.
So Buffalo, you know, it's going to be a competitive award nomination this year. You know, there's strong artists coming from West Africa, strong dancehall artists coming from West Africa. Burna Boy, you know, Pato Ranking and Shatta Wale from Ghana. What do you think? Since you've been the pioneer of the thing there, you can't take that away because you can't erase history. It's there. All right. So guys, what do you think? That you understand? I think I can only answer that question when these youths them have proved themselves after the award event.
Okay.
Right? You must understand I was in so much fear because why? I know that every artist in Nigeria and push on any video in Nigeria. I know that. I've always known that. I've been in Nigeria. I've lived in Nigeria 3 months. So I knew and so win at you. They don't I'm so much win at you. But no, I just want to give a shout, but I'm just saying all these kids, they have to come, we have to do what I've done, achieve it first, before I can consider them. So it touched Burna.
Okay.
Could I say that? But we were more than the with it. Because of Jaira, could I say, humble. I give the flowers. Why do we have to go beat around the bush? So I said that, so all Papa to beef. I remember at the award, so even Shatta, but Shatta we became friends, we became cool.
Okay,
Shatta even beef radio and Shatta bigger. We laughed about all that beef.
Also, beef
no, we cooked it because for the industry. When Afro beat pusher, it's something chili Ghana and Zim, so we can make noise for dance music.
For the industry. Those artists my big names. For fame, for money, for the industry.
It's for the
it's for the industry.
Even till today, right? No, the many pages you can do pin much my money. Was I want to I don't know so I'm one. So when okay, it's now a tense situation. It's fine. Now Garana Bozanga gonna come to Garame and Udamatango Pirigizam, at one like an event. For Watanga category. The dance, the winner of the reggae dance this year. Sorry, the nomination is Burna. But Burna got me beef before you. Because Burna, the guys were in the rehearsals. But not one they like the spiting situation. We don't go tanga some spike or something.
Okay.
The ones Burna for what Buffalo. So Burna performances was Burna Boy, and then so I come in and then Burna. Then they asked Burna, do you want to come in before? He said he wants to come first. Okay. So he said he wants to come after me because he wanted to be a big guy. So in the first time in South Africa, there were twerkers just started. Okay. And twerking is a twerking name. I took the faith in kids when they started twerking. And pro twerkers.
Okay.
Saka and I house. I just came as a normal person because I didn't do matrix and doesn't wait around. Don't go as sort of delivery and just eat on the event. So I came, Burna Boy requested a king chair, a kingly chair. You could garage performance song as a king guy. This event was the channel events were in Soweto.
Okay.
So Pandai in the Bezo sang and about attention. Boom. The event starts. Now my performance. He started. I'm starting since he wanted me to be his opener. I opened up. Jipinda pa stage in face and I opened a mask here gold and remove the mask. Jingo tanga the roa song and bubble your bums. Jingo bubble your bums again. My trickers are pinda pa stage. So remember, this is the first time South Africa seen big body girl twerking in your face on TV. I had the highest ratings on that part because that was that Sharia. Avana was not one of us kind of so type each tracker past TV. It's 2013 fire. For this you trigger do about with the sofa and that very session. And the buy. Burna Boy came. It was a cold night for him.
All right.
So the beef was accumulating. So after that I paid the paper. And the winner is Buffalo Soldier. I win the award again.
Alright.
10 years in a row, me win this award. I am officially the king of African dancehall because I knew the whole of Africa was watching. And then me walk out. Now I wanted to come because I was wearing a chinchilla jacket, is a fake coat, breezy beso. When that come hold me jacket, hold me my chinchilla. babata zichinjira vanati ndauda kutaura manje.
Right.
Mind you,
Get ready from Fakos.
yes, vanati as official. Aman, 10 years in a row, Aman. Because you know why I say that? Because in it was an obvious case that we need it. They took team somewhere. They've pushed this thing. I know that they've won.
Okay.
So what would you do? When they announced it, and I kept on sitting down. Come on, what do we win? Somebody has to do it. When I should get back in Facebook, yeah man, this is official.
Alright, so
all the way from Mufakos. So that she paid the after party and get to tension. But I don't be taking a fight. You part of the fight after party was. And I'm going you know, and it's a winner. Then party at the laser just that same week.
Okay.
Don't go on a package and Zemara Zimbabwe. As long as it is
team music is to find out from South Africa.
Those to tisu. Saka inini manje mfesa ngasukuza kuti ndakazomuti time you should have done your research. Angofana mina bafala ngori kama software German ndakangorwa one phone call from Yuvel ka Yuvel and Hilbro start my music. When we come from Mufakos Hilbro and Yuvel we did it. Ndakata ipucha chochedi so. Ndakangofonera team rangu ndakatora ba 10 makombi mfesa wangu takaenda kunotsvaga namba na Burna Boy.
Mama washikira
It was not a pretty situation. Since then it became one of the biggest fracas situation here. Ikapinda na moms ngati fly kwa mwanangu ndiwe mwanamkoma because I lost a younger brother, you know.
Okay.
So ndio mwanamkoma na cheta sara. What you ngosala nsana na moms. Munanga angani bata pano very sensitive pano.
Alright.
So I had to do that, you know, but we later on squashed it because I had to join my culture you know the Heir boys. Right. So Heir boys, you Nigeria. I know that the Nigerians all have cults.
Alright.
So like Whiskey belongs to a cult known as the Vikings. Burna Boy belongs to a cult known as the Heir boys. Same as Davido. I'm gonna my clicks are in the Heir boys.
I want to find out and go to choose sport records.
No. It's a gang. It's like saying it's like the Bloods. I don't think gang okay. So how it works is an initiation. Not to initiate one, to join.
Spiritual.
I mean, but you it's a belong. Part of. So what they do, right? Heir boys. The Heir boys are called a munom. We also get anewe. That's why you see David akapinanga kana 51 ku Joburg mami kana tuku England because there's Heir boys in every country because you know tangira kuma universities and whatever. So kana ngo city from that time ngoda kutanga ku initiate either you pay money to jump the queue kana you go to the initiation. You must when you drop your phone just Google Heir boys or how to join an Heir boys cult or Vikings or any cult in Nigeria. It's a big thing. Hakuna artist in Nigeria no mira sana asili part of like a cult movement. You have to belong. No, so the thing is they come and support if you consider my events out. Wanoto we are gonna 20,000 to 20,000. 10,000 to 10,000. It's for they are forced you know to find money. Okay. So David actually perform ku club we going to boot kana kupi kana bar. My Heir boys essay. They are summoned to be there. You have to be there. So it's a movement. It's not a myth. It's to exist. It's my Heir boys and my team. So I knew some of the guys and I knew most of the guys. So I'm first one of the guys I got munigini as above. Look now. So in that guy that one person Mimi is Heir boys. Mimi, you guys you still have nice lives, right? In the boys that I'm bringing for you, I find ngunzu. Wanabata ngunzi warubana Juve 100 rand or 200 rand they can do something for you. You don't want to mess with that. Then we called Burna. Then we had a video call with Burna. Anga sumuka. Then we squashed the whole video. When Burna was supposed to come to South Africa the concert again, I was going to be part of the event and we were also going to do like videos with Tagazo so squash it.
Alright.
Because it became Tagazo was Gazi Tagazo was Peza. But the movements a team aripo.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. Guys, ukutora panapa zvakawandisa.
Zvakatowandisa.
But now tane 1 hour. 21 minutes tiri panapa. Njaziye to continue.
Ngari continue mbichana. Timokontinue mbichana mozoona kuti mozobvisa chii. Handiri fanta.
Straight up.
Kana tongoshuta chatongo.
So the thing is, right? What I wanted to mention was when I skilled kuti zvakafanana kuti as artists must also behave as artists.
Okay.
We're not in the corporate business. Artists, masuits and corporate. We are entertainers, and yet then we must continue to entertain. So we're gonna some musicians, and artists. I was gonna give you an example. I was talking to Anzani Winky.
Okay.
When I did with Winky, I said, Winky, when I worked with Winky, my doors international platform that I had.
Okay.
I might have not have, because Winky has more numbers in Zimbabwe. But in I also had numbers of prominent people and prominent platforms.
Okay.
For example, the next Coke Studios, they needed an artist from Zim. And then I suggested Winky.
Okay.
So Winky wasn't
as much as
no, I've always been an artist under someone, because I believe with masters are outshining. Masters are just stars. It's the people that want to put. I want to shine out from home. I want to shine. JP will be JP, Winky will be Winky.
Okay.
Natty will be Natty. Right? So people still think that the other star will shine. It's just it's a galaxy. Everybody will shine.
No. It's already
I think also maybe it's because I was also exposed. Exposure helped me. Why is my police not feeling like young standards gonna overshadow him? And why is that long? So it's because you don't understand. Your own entity. Because the song, you know what I mean? If that is a movement, chesa chikaipa, Wingy agaipa, JP agaipa, Inindi agaipa, Nati agaipa, the next man agaipa, then the movement yedu yaipa. Am I lying?
Straight up.
Because it's just now takwazoti JP aganzarira mu Africa. And manje uzimanga wana munangala ngari ega ndawurira ndega mu Africa. Kana ndawurira ndega worldwide.
Tukaona na masters akawanda
no. Ana Burna Boy and Whiskey and David, as much as they do fight they still support each other. That's what Nigerians do. Nigerians don't really like it. People think Nigerians are united. They don't really like each other. Like I told you, one of my scouts. But you go on Whiskey to club. But they don't really like each other. When they're bowling for the next nigga. They don't bowl to show off the next girl. No, Nigerians bowling like, when you see now they see me now. They see me, they see na me they shine now. Na me they rain now.
Buffett Sparks. Pani topic your battle of why Kunza we brush.
Yeah.
Can you emphasize on nyango story kuti artists in Zimbabwe vari kuanza kuva over professional. Yes. Side effect racho. They need to know one yes. Both on vazhinji because of corporate. Vakurasa originality.
Vakurasa culture.
Saka, can you emphasize on that?
So let me give you an example, a quick example that I have that usually happens in Nigeria. Have you noticed that the Nigerians Nigerian artists is in, because Afrobeat has been struggling currently. To say the reason why it's struggling is because you guys are letting the international market make it too pop.
Okay.
You understand? So that's why it does not have that authenticity because organic, because they're watering it too much. Because without now you need to use some other international producers to also work with. So the thing is, you have to stay real. There was a time when Beenie Man had to always go back to Jamaica.
Okay.
To do a song in Jamaica to keep his authenticity.
Okay.
International Jamaica the realness I feel like the song. So the thing is with
but if I don't know that you need to have Zimbabwe you talk in South Africa but I read this yako is a own ndaona even ita comedy je ukaenda kuna ku UK yuko ba jokes ako ita serious
background so but we still keep the ear on the ground you know, social media where people we stay in touch with people, you know? But the most important thing for an artist, I think he's an established artist. Okay. There's two things that he's doing. When you go back, kutangira kana ma platforms aono anokupusha right, never belittle that. When you go back and do that, you're honoring one, you're honoring two, you're empowering. Now three, you're not creating enemies. Because mfano yakaputika ambo yakuda kuta uchini yoda kugreeta wadeso tampeso embo kumpeso. It's the same thing that happened to D'banj with Davido. And not Davido, with most of the, let me just say most of the Nigerian artists that blew up. Because when D'banj was in his prime, afana wauya so now when these kids blew up, they swore that we must make sure that we must not see the light because so right. You must create a net. It's very important to create a net. Winky where Winky is. You must, because this for me this is the thing, right? I know artists are different way how you do it. Me, I share anyone on my profile.
Oh yeah?
I share anyone on my profile.
And don't show now.
You don't post them, why should I post you? I'll post you because I don't see the reason why I know that this is just for mine. They don't check. I would do post or post. I say it should be that way. Hence I was saying that I was giving a sort of when I was asked to give a reference, I gave a reference in face song with Winky. I know it's this guy right now. I mean, not right now. In fact, this guy for the primary dancer was him. It's just artistry. But in face song.
Okay.
I could still do the same thing even at Japanese. Pana Japanese, pana Nati O. You know what I mean? Like now, I'm running on pana Nati. I'm push mfana Nati my platforms and ndo kwanza kupush because you see the things buffer school because we are all stuck in that whole thing with our school here kind of Chama, no one can never take your stuff. I see it I keep telling the artists that usafa kwa mbuzo our school here
Sekupera kuno mzobo unopedzwa munhu asita pera.
Asina pera is Jay-Z is can anytime come out to rap so torira. So ku America when I was kid Lil Wayne I got donate a song. It's not real. Just know that the marketing did not put enough budget.
Alright, but bafuti papo pana nyaya yacho vanafanda nekuti artisti edu andika aikuta problem yekuti vari kuchinja zvinhu the way yekuita nayo zvinhu maitiro angu achiita just because ane fame kana just because of pane corporate world iri kumuda akukangana artist wake akutopezera kuti potira mamwe maimage asitomboriwo asitombona chekuita naye otozomurasisa futi mamwe maji
ndopanga ndichaura baba kuti see the thing is I gave those three things, the three reasons. So when you go in back there, you're honored where you come. It's like for me, right? If you watch any of my video clips, bang, I should say, shout, this is for Mufakose. This is for Zimbabwe. Saka yo, kana uri artist, uchikwanisa kuti nasi ndarira ka anchada kudzokera kwekwe. Then mangwana kasawa ne sonu chada nzim Zimbabwe. Chada zona gorimbo yekuti aye.
So because
I'm saying, right, if you can own like when open up Wango crosser, you're still in the same country. Wango bata nenzi wango urira ba nenzi ba maybe ni corporate or set or corporate man or the high in side kwa chanza kuzogera kweke. Kusaidu ndoko kada corporate go. Yeah, that side, that beginning. So you mustn't. Bro, do you know that Maporisa want to end up not so way to work, you know, any boys, but Maporisa is Maporisa, and Maporisa will continue to be where he is named.
kuti anenge achienda kugeto anabatilingana mageto
youth mapolisa is collecting hits and hits and hits and hits because of what is like a spider web.
Okay,
you know what mapolisa did? Mapolisa opened up studios in my communities. Pretoria, Apa, Uko, here, Aka. So every time these boys record, they submit to Mapolisa. Mapolisa listen. That's why you can never miss Panema hits. Because he invested, he went to another sort when we saw some good night, we going to he put I said to my
okay.
So he has his part. So you need the same place that you're coming from. Then you can't forget that the part for Ngini Europa. In our age, any of the artists that were now, it's like the same thing. I don't understand. I don't want to do that. But I feel like Winky must also come to my podcast. Must also do something. It's good for him to also do that. You know what I mean?
Oh.
I understand that he has his images for. I know it keeps mystery. I keep in my mystery mode. Again, I understand how how he's a collective guy. But I feel like, and I told him, I message. He said one thing about me. He knows I message. You don't move that I'm based on, because you don't need to surround yourself with yes men. You need to also know that I understand, but in analysis young and whiskey renting so but these are bigger artists than even Zim artists. If Burna Boy can do it and Whiskey can do it, these are international artists.
Afana ndochika kuya kuma podcast ndonange problem I see mvunza inini nyaya pa answer unopindura yemo andinga vanashinja vasonzwisisa iwo karamba kuti shamwa ina nditaure nyaya idzodzo ndongopesa nambo kustapana pa anzifike chiti shawo kanambira nene mukadzi ndakatsaya mdara achiti ndozama futi kuenda ngoti kusvikana zotaya no inini isusu semazimbabwe right tatadza kuziya kuti marambira neji saka nyaya ndonange iri pakuti pa anza unopindura iweyo kwete kuti pa mubvunzo wabvunzwa sawa anofana kuya wachiuta chimboyo kuma podcast like my artist wa anofana mboda chimboyo wana vibes toenda ku America for my podcast.
They do, like I'm saying, that even the majors are not Beanie Man and Nigeria. So my thing is sometimes you have to go tell your story, not only in the music but also sit down and let the people. I know it takes away something from, but I know we're a cultured country in a certain way or certain ways of doing things, I say in the international. But I feel like the artist must come. JP must also come and say, podcast. So the thing is, it's going to empower you. It's going to empower the media platform. It will continue the media, and then if that happens, that means the music industry sustains. Because you need the bigger ones to also even come. My platforms, yeah. So you'd find out at the end of the day, sometimes you have to come out and say, you don't have to be everywhere. One or two when I choose, I'll go on that platform. Jay-Z I want to be busy, but also when I got a 1 or 2 when you search for those certain clips, you see them. So like if let's say maybe an international want to just say, let's just see these guys.
Yeah, but I think I want to see pampacho tisingati uya podcast kwangu, but ma podcast ando tunakidza nyango ndakatona bozi remember ndinoona ma podcast anaola ndona ma podcast ana Danny J isongo tatonspera Danny J tashona kuti fesi yari kuita bozi ndakakona podcast ndatanga kuona bana Danny J fesi yari kuita yakaipa ka exactly bana yasa kuti bana banda zvikwanisira bana gedisera das but ndaingoyo so kunoenda ikoko toda ngonzwo uri ikoko chimbo tambo uri kuchimbonzwo uri side drag
just when we sit down with these, maybe the youth can learn 1 or 2 things. This is like more than Fanta. We're talking about other things, and we talk about futuristic things, talking about AI, we're talking about the 1%. I like to talk in the city. Like I talk supernatural things, I talk about the future, I talk about what's coming. Don't go DBs, and don't go DBs.
All right.
Like I was telling them about how AI is going to take over everything. Then one day we're gonna wake up and then AI is like we're in danger to our own selves, and then they're gonna lock us down. And AI is gonna lock down, and how AI is gonna take over everything. Machineries and everything. That's where it's going. That's where it's heading. So I'm doing what DBs.
But the point.
Sparks, AI in a buff. AI is taking over, my brother. Also, what are some of the songs now? They are not original.
Right. AI is singing now. It's song gay.
So it's one of those other things. So I feel like sometimes it's good for artists, but to each his own. You know what I mean? But I feel like for me it just is an opinion. So I find the Fire Emoji remix. I sent Winky Fire Emoji. I think this thing is gonna be it's gonna be hard because I was one of the first artists in hip-hop with Fire Emoji. And I suggested to my brother, like, Winky, let's just do this.
Big tune.
And then he's like, no, let me look into it. And I was, but it's not like saying maybe with what I'm trying to do, maybe it's not gonna. You get what I'm saying? But then I want to get into to say I think with artists sometimes just think like an artist. And try to be professional. How this is gonna come out? It's an artist sometimes. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we don't always have to be like formal on the age. Let me check with the team. Let me ask the team, or let me ask. I feel like as an artist, you just also still just need to be an artist.
Yeah, because if I can even my TikTok where my life arbo no buffer life I tell you that anyway anytime anything you go back so the movement can grow. Okay, all right. I should go once, but maybe because of time now, it has been 2 hours. And also, all right, married to this year. So, I'm going to pay you, but near 2 3 that one as well. Marriage you and that and are you married, Buff? When I'm coming one. Zorora. Look, I'm not married, and I'm going Zimbabwe. And I do imagine imaginary wife and deny. I'm Miss wife. I'm not married, and I don't but baby mama 4 years. Okay. But I'm not married to anyone, man. Right. But Mazimbabwe nanga chiti ndofunga kuma Sparks I message yatunga na Mazimbabweans. Right. Yabva kuma Zimbabweans straight from G. Was I see you from Zimbabweans. Emphasize but this is all right. Father ndikuna Mazimbabweans antumochi. Ati Sparks. What atinga kundwe andika isusu atinga kundwe isusu na Nadia we have buffalo so jalo kuti poma viewers but lokoti pa viewers nazo sira ni levels ebazalaje level kana levels sana kutaka kuti pa viewers chakukandeva viewers ngoya riba chazombokuandeva social media anzo mnona kwa mamangu nyara ni mpa video tichifuna kwa muskuda but the team and the brotherhood is not happy. The brotherhood is disappointed. Nyadze mari tingaite sei chicha tingete nacho to distribute music tite mari because I think do kupesa I'm not going to summarize any because tikasiya nyadze mari kuti tingaite sei mari sei ndi producer ndi artist ndi DJ ndingaite ndingaite fanani wakazviona kuti zimdanzo ichitanga kutanga ndika madhezi kutanga kune mamwe madjs aipusha music zvikudaro but maartist awo paakapinda nevamwe vanhu vanga vari padhuze pavakapinda vachitanga vari kumusiya munhu iyayo vanhu ivavo vese havapo izvizvi ende vachatombodi kuridza vachatombodi kunzwa nezvemangoma because vanofila kuti hatina kuitawo mari sa industry yedu nyange zvikanzi yakadhakwa sei nyange zvikanzi hatisina structure sei but somewhere tofanira kutora mari.
Let me tell you man, I think inini totoneeda interview yangu ndega ndakangoti gaa pane ipapa basambotora kati ana Fantani nevamwe vanhu vagara muindustry they need to do my workshops. That's for real because isusu tichitanga industry kai tine mamwe artist atakatanga nawo time anoputika anobva atokusiya mumwe achingosumuka obva atokusiya so we need to do my workshop nekueducata vapfana kuti chamarika this is your team uyu ndi manager wako role yake ndeiyi iro yake ndeiyi uyu ndi DJ wako you are on a band so your DJ is your band member saka nokutravela you need to travel with your band member. You see, so we need to do my workshop and then I think I need my day to explain as well.
Kuyasonzwa bafu kuti tingaita sei I know bozi mdara apana ndakazambobhadharwa nekukomplena nyange ndikanzi pakuda nyika 10 dzinokomplena muAfrica hapana vanozombonzi Zimbabweans ndio vatora mari yekuti vanyanye kukomplena still tinofanira kuzongotsvaga maways out edu atokwanisa kuzongosurvive nawo.
True that.
Right. Toda kuti mutibatsire kuti music tingaita sei kuti tite mari. So palevel ratiri nezvatinazvo nezvinofanira kunge zvichiitwa kuti tite mari but tofanira ngomekawo mari kuti industry ichifeed munhu wese because industry yagona kufeeda inini naSkwanda because ndi manager waSkwanda maybe na DJ but tiri 3 hatisitega toendesa industry kumberi as much as tichiona funda na levels asi vega wanda tichusport ende kumberi vamwe vapfana vanonge vari president vatichinzwa kuti president ndiye akarekodha tichuniri uye vamwe vapfana vanotongo maizemeza zvo so kuti industry yedu ite gutsa ruzhinji itinakidzewo zvekuti DJ anodyawo next person waripo producer anodyawo because maproducers edu ari kutambudzika mudare agadzira mahits ona simplex inonzwa tsidzo
so now let me
amfana wangu dodwara
okay yes I'm gonna say just a few things to that. Okay, now the first is we need to fix the royalty part of things.
Okay,
right? The producers nanga producer song ni kwacha distributor ni kwacha say bada the TV so the TVs and radio station
so that comes one but I think you want to do but was boys
so here's the thing there should be what they call a split sheet.
Okay,
now a split sheet stipulates who gets what and what. If you go online, if you just Google split sheet sheet inengekati producer kagadzira beat takes either this percentage or that percentage. The guy who featured on the song, if I put my verse there, usually it's 30% of the song, so it's 100% on the composers. So usually on the beat it goes under composer, and then the singing goes, the writers goes on the author. So the author of the songs, which is the performer of the song. So the author of the song angachiwa no mara kadi kana muna ghost writer of which ane percentage yake
zvotoitika zvinhu zvitoriko
it's a split sheet
straight hazvida zvekutosota kufonera pana dhiri yekuti ngona chidj katapedza tadhira ndika iwe ndiwe freeman wauya kustudio kwangu warekodha waenda anofanira kuramba ndikufonera kuti mudhara chimwedzi wapera chimbondionayo 30 yangu yakaita pasong yatakarekoda 2004 kuona zviite sofanake chimboziyani kuti
so zvainoitwa when you do that happens when I'm uploading the music online it asks me the app the way whatever app you're using inotokuvunza kuti stipulator produced by this Daraki, meaning those royalties will not come to you.
Kuti kwasa account yake zvuti
anopedzwa ikoko utoisi you know it's Daraki uzazviziraki
na
email yake nje iye ega ndiye ano contract wako kana kune royalties ake. That's why you as a producer, you have to also register with the publicist. Kana udichi unokontrol. Inocha ndofana ngoita pa panchi insta upload. Ndofana kunyoti paka feature Timothy Johnson. Paka ndiye kanyora paka verse was by Timothy Johnson. Real name Tendai Chakati. Chakanyuka or whatever. I have to put all that information of the producer, the composer, the writer, the whatever and stuff. Ndape upload paper. Do it a split sheet na ye kana chida. We can do the split sheet or you don't do the split sheet. But if you do the split sheet, it's always good because the publicist also asks for split sheets.
Okay.
And Sony publishing, whatever, but they ask for split sheet. To split sheet, okay, 30%. What did you do? I produced the beat, okay. Voice so submit. So apana is also take down song and so forth and so forth.
Cause split sheet, I couldn't have split sheet usually. Yeah. Then after 2 days, you want to go dinner on the visa.
Yeah, we're not going to the visa. Nobody going to visa. But problem with the song pipe. Find out information here. So can I have information and that on your house that I could produce better one.
So I don't want visa.
Yeah, no one's
so I think there are what T-Guns, but T-Guns are about to change. Master doesn't want to visa go but sleep. I think that I should visit as a it's one of those things where when it happens, you split sheet and it go sign out window sign. They can also visa go in doesn't go check up a split sheet, then split sheet copy. So if you delete your copy, I still have my own split sheet copy. Yeah, good take out the basara. Alright.
That's one. Then two. Then my royalties also button. Then shows with the kind of button go back to batch when radio. TV in radio royalties and so forth. So those royalties, I South African radio. I wanted to simplify how it works for other countries. South Africa has but 120 to 250 per play.
150.
120 rands to 250.
It's not only my place.
So one
about a pay,
play.
A play.
Yeah. So I'm gonna I'll let you know now. I'll get to that system. So one about the pay play do marano bada. Where we manage, you can also have a setup. You would tell us how many times you played. That's one. Two. SAMRO, South African Music Rights, which anyone can register. That SAMRO, register when you say. It's registered as a world music right platform. So you can register for it, and then they will trace the music here.
Alright.
It collect the royalties with request. Or you can have a publicist. A publicist who then call Manu Tresa Vega, Batofona Samaracho, the Macacolate, the royalties edu, go I am Macaone, Rangaba, radio, Aganda Papa Macaone. So you're now having somebody a second part in Google Chagira, besides your management as a manager of an artist. When the platform Google Chagira, what is Macapana, Macatora Mari, T. and stuff like that, right? They do that. Then there's also performance, CG rights and so forth and so that comes with. But TV, by radio, it's simple. Gavangoti $1.50.
Right, I think from explanation.
Men will be independent. Why do that? Vagati 50 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents. You know whether YouTube. So go to YouTube, play, whatever. How now South Africa it has what they call RAM. RAM is radio monitor. Radio monitor. What radio monitor does is that it shows you. The radio this month what is 10. Radio monitor. It's an app.
Okay.
Don't be an app much more. So we need to now set up an app. And that's we find out. My music workshop and stuff, and they proper sit down. They ask what they make it complicated is not complicated.
Yeah, they need to be educated.
Yeah. So even the Bacho and stuff, what they make you thinking that it's complicated, it's not complicated.
Yeah, straight.
But when I find out since we chair ways from interview, Kaitana Ola, then in the name, chair foot a cover from Savannah Nakana interview pana. Jidotsa kubunzisa. Wana wakuta sekuti awatoziye kuti pa play ono badara mari.
Which I understand that, right? So nduguti nini, it's something that needs to be la kusika pa nemwe level
which means awato badara pa place. Wanongo mari
it's true. It could be that. It could be one of the ones where wanongo per month Maria kwenda ku music ngachizwe. This is going to the ads and this is going to the English portions. But Papa Bada would revisit. And do it in a way where if a song is played of an artist individually, don't group everybody in one. No group one move to favor Buffalo, to move more to Buffalo than the other artists. Now we're sharing it. But I'm saying now, how it should work, it should be they should put it per play per song. We played Natty O 100 times this time. We owe Natty O 100 by 20 cents. Of this song.
Ndoba kutika chukunetsa ndichekudeo. Iwo wanotora mari andika. Wanotora mari inenge yabva ku station but ku station isikutorwa mari yema plays. Vari kutora mari yema vane percentage inenge 30% yema adverts.
Ndoba ndikuti ipapo. the revisiting yacho ikaitwa ku radio, they need to sit down on the radio station and say no, this is not working. We now need to say pay song amurireyo andi magara mjeti pa 100,000 or whatever thousand ngati chingoti pa song urire ngatingowirira ka price ngatingoti ngatingonzi 10
ngatingoziwe kuti ngati divide tiziye kuti mas tabadala mari pa masenzi
kana YouTube ichiti maybe say 90 cents or 50 cents ngatingoti 90 cents yakufana kubadala ku song yemunhu yarira instead of just doing that pakungofana you just ngapa revisit kungozi no okay kwatikutora mari kwacho ku radio kwacho murukubhadala nekungonena msam ngatingoite pe song
well kuti iwape walamsam yawo then iwo manje wochibhadhara pe play
yemunhu so
you see South nema artists
very simple
transparent
South Africa how South Africa set it up, right? They've set it up even go watch kunetsa marriages that's why you need to have so you now create employment for publicists. You know a lot of publicists in Zimbabwe.
But
because there's money coming in there. The industry is what?
Sports. Those who watch taura zvakuti as Fanta nditi. Kuti Fanta narira as Fanta nega. Kuna levels kuna ripe. Ndo pari kutora bafi kuti vanozopindawo ipapo.
Create employment yevana
vacha sparks and muna mfana uyu. Mune mfana chatira Royalties, mune mfana
achita kuti basa rako ndoona nditapuwe.
Saka musokuita chakudaidza futi
yes. You see so tikadaro ka tatouraya wani kuti radio zvikubhadhara sei.
Okay.
Because when South Africa, the most paying radio station, that's why South Africa, Oskido will drop a song that will only play on radio because he makes money on radio.
Okay.
And so, I ask you about streets, I have about TikTok, I said, he has a song that is playing 24/7 on radio. Those are royalties. Do you know what is going to, what is Fantan's kid, my kids, or Nati, Winky's kids would really sustain on? Is in South Africa royalties. Do you know what Mfana Bongani Fasio still gets millions from Brenda Fas's royalties every year? He gets millions. Yeah. Because why? Your song is playing on radio and on TV. That's where the most royalties comes from. Radio and TV by SABC baby. Don't baba wombe. You don't tell the battle sasa udina nasi Brenda Fas died a long time ago. Like it Dube family, but the Dube family is still eating from those royalties. And those royalties kama kato stipulate kwa kunzi uyakatiza keyboard yakatiza uyakatwana yake vana vatombozive kuti uenda kwa Chico Twala, Chico played this beat on this part for anzani uyu Brenda Fassie kuti yake mnaso akungoza kuti ndikuona 3 million. So imagine if you are, I mean if the artist is getting one rwana 3 million rwana, that means as a collective parubuda 10 million or whatever when on one artist.
Okay.
So that if that is set up nicely, Marina does it in terms of flow. That's 1. 2. I feel like tunofana kutotara ne arts and culture or who does the budget pricing. My artist needs to be in the pricing.
Okay.
Tofana the artist of Machango Pinda kana wakadaiswa price tag yake ya $1,000 or ya $2,000 or ya $10,000
ko pangpati pekuti mazvofana kuti vanhu vakaita sei zvekuti artist andika aipinda mucontract zvafana ndisangana artist wangu panza ndabva ndamutenesa chibaba da kuti mimi muite se nditi kumanage but padisedi isusu inini mndana muchatora 40%.
Yeah, there's
60%. Hakuna
there's entertainment lawyers.
Okay.
You can approach entertainment lawyers for that. Not sign a contract akadaro.
No, but sanasvika level ndakutombozya lawyer kana sei. But hapana ere mbozi ndikubvunza because ndikufunza kuti pari kunenge pane zvimwe zviitika kuSouth Africa sazvako. Hakuna ere let me finish. Ndiyatso ndisanda kangano. Ndombo kangano. Sa ndikuti hapana ere kana board kana vamwana notisa mutemo yekuti ina ndikwanise kuisa artist pa 10 years ndichimupa $10 zvinongoti protect awo kana kuti no takabva kudhira ndika ndakarekodha masong nini 10 azvizoite kuti producer wangu Fandani azonzi ari kutambura singaite like izvozvi kune artist ari kufada ari ega but kunofanira kutambudzika kwaiziya so apana board inofanira kuiswa kuti iwe artist wa register artist but iwe panoita dina producer aufana kubva wazongobuda masong ako 100 yese uchingoti thanks ofana wangu thanks so no protect one wasina voice asi wachida mbiri.
So what I was saying, that's what I was saying, kuna Fandani panofana kurana ma workshops. Zimra should do that as well.
Okay.
South Africa Samro stands for the artist.
The board pafana kutaka limit kana kesho chache.
Yeah, there's Samro, there's Risa. We okay, I understand. So it's not visa my lawyer. Let's just not visa my lawyer. Samro, no project, but even South Africa kuna fana varo. Masura za ngubulia na pori ana je. Bana watu varo. But mnyangora varo, ukada uende kwenda mbeleni yao, you can go to Samro. That's why it's South African musical rights. Okay. Which is Zimra, I think is also Zimbabwean musical rights. So they can stand for the artist. I think I think they actually would have that because it must be there.
Pafana kutoka limit ngote naenda kwa mtara ndika ashino performer azopiwa 10 at least mtemo unotigana anozogone 50.
Yeah, so
wachitibatsirawo.
Yeah, so ipapa pakuzodara mai panozogone saka titi music workshop inipote pakudara pakuti munhu waenda kwa mtara uzogone 10 panotinese pakuti same agreements that you are making. Is even if kana uchida kuti Zimra chiku protect and stuff, right? There are certain agreements you're doing. There's also verbal agreements. There's also agreements on WhatsApp. Or two message of ones you to go to kupatizo kupaka taona ya buda pa show. Over money. Over the score for support 10. You agree to that. You know what I mean? Because tatoa wira na kuti. Watu wira na say ungu part of the show kuti no, tukamaka show ikaputika we split like this. Then also I'm facing I know say but I feel like the easier way of doing this thing, right? Is mukabuda on the 50 dombi mungu gara mango wirana watu wangu inini South Africa most contracts is you pay 2 days the balance of the event, the balance of the booking before the show. So mukandipa manda charge ta wirana $100 not cheat by 50, usually we do 60%, monti cheap by 50% and upo 50 yako wovoti chingo sign a contract apa agreement kuti 2 days before the show mucha balance.
Okay.
2 days zikashika vasina kutumira yo gara kokumba.
All right. I think
I don't know if I'm right, but I find on that part.
You're right. Sparks usata close again vanango dotsinda tatara anzana.
Okay.
Panyongo story kuti artist afana protect kwa mfana sai. Pane pekuti ava protect ke munhu asaina ega contract 10 years. How do we protect that person?
Today.
My brother, because wewe mfano pa accept a dure 10 years ka. Pamwe mfano ya satani kana anything in life. Iya atorina hope kuti music industry achabudirira. Then a promoter a data hope kune faith kuti amfano iko ani cheap mfano I'll give you 10,000 ndokusena 10 years. Mfano kangobvuma aisimoshya yeah promo.
But when I found that boss inini fana ndichimba ndakasangana DJ Fandani. Inda zati life yangu yachinja. Saka whatever zvatana DJ Fandani ka inini ndikuterera. Inini bana bofana ndondotsa kudila ne Fandani. But geto yetu akakuona kuti Fandani mumfana ngodedza kuti DJ Fandani ava kwanyuma.
All right, Sparks mfana yeye akandoona kuti life yangu yachinja. All right, life yake yachinja nditi ngachinotenga chingwa mangwana after ngomita Fandani tona
azviteka but
good ini ndobva ndamupa mari yechingwa pasina deal ratatengeswa kana anything risk endatora pamwe mfana anoputike pamwe achanoputike Sparks ini ndingadodari mwezi wake
but at the same time while we're here so we have something major coming out and I'm going to go the opportunity with a big song coming out, me and Natio about to change the game. Man tapenda marketing mode kasaka marketing mode unoza ndikuti unosimbiza ndi wakapenga paravesi ndizvo satine new song that's coming out pana chachema ndizvo pana chachema
sari kubuda ne visual yakati muda
yeah we dropping the visual msona ninga online platforms everywhere chini chakutopisa zvokudaro
aiwa ndarangana chinge changu
Natio alongside Buffalo SoulJah
yeah man
big things yeah man
Natio
yes
kaipambana
yeah
1 drop 2 drop shelele Natio akaipa ndipo nakataka kuti dem believe amutakaipa but there nakazoti mfana akaipa. Do you still remember clash ya levels nayo wabula bakaro Natio pa
pero Natio nataka
natamuka nayo na level usika levels aso to know uyu munhu ngorwera batamu kuba Natio oyiwa and now saka kutamuka kati nati levels of atinati yakati nati batinati zaidakisa bati amina mndaka mchinye mine zvimwe zvamada kutaura zvani before we close.
No, basically that's just about it for me. I think tambotaura for now.
Nasi interview ino yakarongeka tambobvunzana nyaya dzekuti iwewe ndakambosangana pa airport sei ndakanzwa kuti chichi strictly music. DJ Fanda, thank you very much my brother. Amina zvamada ngowedzera dzo ndisata uya pana yenya techitara industry.
I just want to say Amana, stay logged. Natwo and the Buffalo SoulJah song is coming Muswa 9 and trust me inindrenzeza ndapona mwari ndochipo chimwe ndapona mwari chekunzwa
as a gift,
big song before ya Buddha. So 9 February kuri kubuda the biggest song in Zimbabwe. Natwo and Buffalo SoulJah.
Right, isu sino matembera toita Fantani. Ni matembera tunoita nzeve dza Fantani isu magito use. Boys sinotemba nzeve dza Fantani utakati titi kusiti ngoma kati boys muri kumuziva ere mfana. Tazochinja kumaonera akati kuita. Tazoteerera saka guys ndofunga mazvinzo zvitaura na DJ Fantani wa confirm kuti no song mabvirawira. Ukona Fantani ataya kuti song yakaipa. Vawanze potse. Avanoziya boys machenera was understand culture yedu nema media inofana nyakaita. Big Buff.
Yeah man.
I'm very happy mdara. I'm sikuziya sana mbeta podcast no shika 2 hours ever since. This is my first.
That's a full day.
And chigara tatanga utana nyaya dzekubvunzana tumwe tumanyaya totona pa TikTok pa G there's no better but tona mukana kuti even nyangwa after 10 years interview no is systematic green content boys to be reported so kuti nyangwa after 10 years munongwasa kumbono visit amchiti but boys right kudi right to fana kuti say but pano zvakambotaura zvazve nezvakuitika izvezvi nezvipi zvaitaura zvinoita zvinomeka sense nezvakuitika we revisit saka thank you very much nenguva ino imdara
give thanks family
Mwari wakuitira zvakanaka wakukomborera wakuropafadze wakupe mukadzi muri kubeka gomana
alisi
tuna vazukuru my DJ thank you very much DJ Fantan makaipa Meek DJ Flips big up yourself with that we out I know you're serious